Solve problems involving quadratic inequalities in one variable. Given the sum of the two integers is 16 and their product is at most 28, what are the two integers? So in this given, we have two integers. When we add them, it gives the sum of 16. And when we multiply the same integers, this gives at most 28. So what are those two integers? Since there are two unknown integers, let us assume let x be the first integer. So since their sum is 16, the second integer must be 16 minus x. Alright, so in the second sentence, it says that their product is at most 28. So it means when we multiply these two integers, it gives us at most 28. So this is how the inequalities looks like. So the product of the first integer, which is x, times the second integer, which is 16 minus x, is at most. So this phrase at most, it means less than or equal to 28. So this is our working equation. So from here, we're going to simplify it. So x times 16. So by distributive property, that is 16x. X times negative x, that is negative x squared. Then write down at most 28. Then we want to express this in standard form of quadratic inequalities. So we're going to make one of each side to 0. So subtracting 28 in each side of the equation, because we want the right side to become 0. So 28 minus 28 is 0. So on the left side becomes 16x minus x squared minus 28 is at most 0. We will then, since the standard form of a quadratic expression is the first term must be the x squared, so we're going to transfer or interchange them, and this is how it looks like. Negative x squared plus 16x minus 28 at most 0. But we want the first term to be positive, so we will divide the whole inequalities by negative 1. Right? So recall that when we divide an inequalities with negative 1, the inequalities will get its opposite. So this at most becomes at least. Then write down negative x squared times negative 1 is positive x squared. Positive 16x times negative 1 is negative 16x. Then negative 28 times negative 1 is 28. 0 times negative 1 is still 0. So this will be now our working equation that we're going to use to set a boundary. So from here, since the given is factorable, we can factor this into quantity x minus 14 times quantity x minus 2 at most or at least 0. We will then equate each side of these two factors by 0. So x minus 14 equals 0 and x minus 2 equals 0. So on the left side, add both sides by 14 to isolate x. So x is equal to 14 by 0 plus 14. On the right side, add both sides by 2. So 2 here is eliminated, x is isolated, 0 plus 2 is 2. So the critical points or the boundaries are 14 and 2. So we will now set up an integer number line and plot our critical points or boundaries. So that is in positive 2 and positive 14. So we use a shaded circle because from our given, it is more than or equal to. So from here, because of these two critical points or boundaries, it divides the number line into 3 parts. So this part right here is expressed by x is less than or equal to 2. The middle part, that is x is more than 2, but or more than or equal to 2, but less than or equal to 14. And on the right side, that is x is more than or equal to 14. Now, which of them is the solution of this given? So we're going to test them. Let's start with x is less than or equal to 2. So let x is equal to 0. So that is one of the numbers or integers in this expression. So using this given, x minus 14 times quantity x minus 2, at least 0. So replace x by 0 with 0. So 0 minus 14 is negative 14. 0 minus 2 is negative 2. Negative 14 times negative 2, that is positive 28. So is this expression correct? 28 is more than or equal to 0. So correct. So it means this expression is true. So how about this middle part? So we can choose any of the numbers, but I prefer 10. So using the same given, substitute x with 10. 10 minus 14 is negative 4. 10 minus 2 is positive 8. 8 times negative 4 is negative 32. Is it true that negative 32 is more than or equal to 0? No, it's not. So it's false. How about this expression right here, or this inequalities? So I chose 15 and replace this 15 to our given. 15 minus 14 is 1. 15 minus 2 is 13. And 1 times 13 is positive 13. Is it true that positive 13 is more than 0? It is true. So therefore, the solutions can be found in this region, in this area right here. Alright, so by graphical representation, we know that the answers or the solutions can be found here, not in the middle. We can also express our answer in inequality form. So x is less than or equal to 2, or x is more than or equal to 14. So the solutions can be found here and on the other side. Alright, so let us test. From the given, it says that the sum of two integers, by the way, this can also be written into notation form like this. So let us test this answer if it satisfies to our given. So it says here that when we add these two numbers, the sum is 16. If we're going to multiply the same number, the product is less than or equal to 28. So let us try the numbers. Let's try 2 and 14. Okay, so when we add 2 and 14, it gives us 16. So since this 2 and 14 gives 16, when we multiply them, their product must be less than or equal to 28. So what is 2 times 14? 2 times 14 is 28. So it satisfies our given because it is less than or equal to 28. So since it's equal to 28, it satisfies the given. So how about if we will try the other number? So let's try 1 and 15, because when we add them, it makes 16. So 1 plus 15 is 16. So according to our given, when we multiply the same number, it gives us less than or equal to 28. So 1 times 15, the product is 15. So it satisfies because 15 is less than 28. How about this number, 0 and 16? When we add 0 and 16, it gives a sum of 16. When we multiply 0 and 16, it gives us 0. So 0 is less than 28. So again, it satisfies our given. And lastly, so next number here after 0 is negative 1. So let us pair this with 17 because negative 1 plus 17, it gives 16. So therefore, when we multiply negative 1 and 17, it gives less than 28. So let's try. Negative 1 times 17 is negative 17. Therefore, since this negative 17 is less than 28, again, it satisfies our given. So therefore, we just have proven that our answer is correct because it satisfies to our given problem.